Hi, my name is Emily and I'm the creator of Frostform. Frostform is a kit to frost your cakes to perfection in seconds, and I'm going to show you today how to use the Starter Plus Frostform kit. So let's see what comes inside your kit. So you will have your liner, your stand, a crumb cutter, your base, your form, your frost finisher, and you will also get an instructional manual which will have recipes and picture tutorials inside. Don't worry too much about what each part is for, we will get into that later, but for now we're going to make a cake following the manual that comes with your kit. We're going to start off by stacking our cake ready for our Frostform. And the first step is we're going to use our crumb cutter to cut our sponge cake. Make sure your sponge cake is nice and chilled for best results. You can also use a cake the same size as your kit. For example, this is a 6-inch size kit. You would bake a 6-inch cake and you can trim that, or you can do a tray bake. So there is our perfectly cut sponge cake. For the next step, you are going to need your base, and you're going to place your crumb cutter on top like so. Then you are going to get your liner and place it inside like so. And now we're ready to layer our cake inside. You're going to need some buttercream or ganache and pipe a small bit onto your base. Then we're going to carefully take our first layer of sponge and place it in. Give it a gentle push to push it all the way down to make sure that it's pressed onto your base and adhered with your buttercream securely. Then we're going to take some of our buttercream or ganache and we're going to pipe a layer on top. So once you pipe your layer in, it should look a little bit like that. And then we're ready to place our next layer on top. Again, making sure to press and secure. And then we're going to repeat until we have all our layers in our form. So once you have all your buttercream and your sponge layers set up, make sure that your liner is sitting nice and straight and that your cutter is sitting straight on your base. And then we're going to chill this in the fridge for about 30 minutes. If you're in a rush, you could also freeze it for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then you're good to go for the next step. So our cake has been setting in the fridge for 30 minutes and we're ready to remove our crumb cutter and our liner. Now we're going to place our cake into our form. So you're going to need your form and your stand, and you're going to place that in the center just like so. Then you're going to place your cake, which is on its base, just on top of that. Then using your liner, you're going to slot this into your form, just like so, making sure that your liner sits into the bottom of your form, and then lift it up and your cake is inside. Then there is a clip that you can just slot in like so, and then we're ready to fill it with some buttercream or ganache. So keep pouring until it just covers the top and then you're ready to go. So if you're using American buttercream, to smooth out the top, you'll need to use your frost finisher, which has a handy handle so that you can place it inside and twist it around like so to level it out nicely. You can also give it a little shake to bring up any air bubbles if needed. And then you are ready to set it in the fridge or the freezer. In the fridge, you want to leave it in for at least 2 hours, and in the freezer, it will take about 45 minutes. You can also just leave it in the fridge overnight if you prefer, and your cake will be set in the morning. Okay, so now our cake is set. We are ready to remove it from its form. So you're going to grab your stand and then grab your cake in the form, place it on top of your stand, and then pull down your form like so. Then we can move these off to the side. You can use a non-slip mat if you like. Make sure to remove the clip. And then just slowly peel off your liner. What we're going to do next is we're just going to trim the edge off using a palette knife or a sharp knife. So now we want to remove our base that our cake is on. To do that, you're going to need a board. Place that on top like so, and then we are going to flip our cake. Next, we're going to use a knife or a palette knife to remove our base. Then you can use a little bit of buttercream or ganache, whatever you have handy, and pipe it onto the bottom. Then you can place your cake board that you want to display your cake on and gently press it down. And we're going to flip it one more time. And just like so. So one last thing that you need to fix. You will have a little seam for where your liner overlaps, and you can use your frost finisher to remove it. So that's it, our perfectly frosted cake is done. I hope you enjoyed watching the tutorial, and happy caking!